Good day once again. Welcome to today's class on partial variation. Before now, we've posted videos on direct, inverse, joint variation, and we are now in the part partial variation because it's very important to know how to do it as well. It's also important to know that questions on partial variation ends in simultaneous equation, and you have many methods you can use to solve any simultaneous equation given to you, such as direct substitution method, elimination method, graphical method, determinant method, and matrix method. So you can choose any of the methods just mentioned to solve it. But me, I prefer using elimination method while solving questions on simultaneous equation from partial variation. So note that partial variation ends in simultaneous equation, and the possible method that is better to be used or that is best to be used is elimination method because it makes the work easy for you as to solve it. Okay, let's see this question on the board. Now, they said the cost of producing a book in a factory. We need to replace all this group of words with a letter. The cost of producing a book in a factory, somebody can say, let me call everything here C. Then is means equals to. Factory constant means K. That I use a letter to show that this is a constant. So that letter I wrote here means that is a constant. And means plus. Patri varies. Patri varies inversely. Patri varies inversely means I will say inversely. I will now use another because they say patri varies. Patri varies. So the implication is that I will use another letter to denote another constant. Let's say I use P. P is a constant. Patri varies inversely. P over inversely with the number of books. Number of books that denote it with N. It means varies inversely with what? N. So you have P over N to be patri varies inversely with the number of books produced per day. So N means the number of books produced per day. Patri varies mean P over. Then inverse patri varies inversely means P over the number of books produced N, you now put N. That means when you put P over to be patri varies inversely, then with the number of books, that means you'll be having P over N. Let's put it here per day. So what it means is that I will now say C is equals to patri constant K and plus patri varies inversely P over then with the number of books produced per day N. That means I have two constants here, which is K and what? P. They are the two constants I have. So I will now go to the question. The question will now give you what you can use to get your constant, the value of the constant. The cost of producing 4 books. This is number of books and this is the cost. Okay? So the cost is what? 1,600 equals to what? K plus how many books? 4 books. So P over what? 4. So I will say this is what? Equation what? 1. The cost of 4 books per day is 1,600. Also, the cost of producing 5 books per day is 1,420. I also say 1,420 naira is equals to K plus P over what? 5. That means I'm to solve these two simultaneously to get the two constants, which is K and P. I will now say solving them simultaneously, you will see that both of them have K and P. Now, I will say equation 1, I will write 1600 equals to K plus P over 4. 1420 equal to K plus P over 5. Equation 1, equation 2. Now, let's see why I say I prefer using elimination method. K and K can eliminate or can be eliminated. And how do we eliminate it? You say equation 1 minus equation 2. This minus this, 1600 minus 1420, 0, 8. 5 minus this, 1. That will be giving you 180. You have 180 equals to K minus K, we go. P over 4 minus P over 5. P over 4 minus P over 5. That will be giving you LCM is 20. 4 divided 25, 5 times P, 5P. 5 divided 20, 4 times is 4P. That will be giving you 5P minus 4P. That will be giving you P over what? 20. Remember we said 4 times 4 divided 25, 5 times this. Then 5 divided 24, 4 times, give you P over 20. That means you can get your P. Therefore, P will be equals to, you cross multiply. When you cross multiply, you will be having 20 times is 3,600. That is the value of your P. Because we said that K and P are constant, that means in partial variation, we are to have two unknown constants. Two unknown what? Constant. And we have to get the value of that two unknown constants. You have your P to be 36. Then that means, what is your K now? You have gotten your P, you need to go get your K. Put the value of P into equation 1 or equation 2 to get your K. Okay, let's do it here. We now have in equation 1, 1600 equal to K plus 1000 plus 3600 over 4. 3600 over 4 will give me what? 900. Therefore, K will be equal to 1600 minus what? 900. That will be giving me 700. That means your K is 700 and your P is 3600. Remember that these two constants we use, these two letters we use as a constant, they are, it varies. So somebody can say, let me use A and B and put here to be A, and put here to be A, put here to be B. Somebody can say, let me use M and N. M and N. It is not a must that it will be K and P. Please note that. Okay? So we have gotten our K to be K equal to 700 and P equal to 3600. Then we go to the next aspect of this. That is, what is the law or the equation connecting C and N from what we have solved? From what we have solved, we were told that C is equal to K plus P over N. That means your C is equal, what is your K? 700 plus, what is your P? 3600 over what? N. This is the law or the equation or the formula or the relationship connecting C and N. Please note it. Then it is this law that we can now use to get any question they can ask us. Find the number of books that will be produced per day if the factory decided to bring down the cost to 1,150. So when the cost is 1,150, we have 700 plus 3,600 over N. We are trying to know the number of books that will be produced. If this go to this side, 1150 minus 700, that will be giving you 450. So you will be having 450, 450. Okay, you now say is equals to then 3600 over n. 3600 over n. That means our n will be equals to 3600 over 450. Therefore, our n equals to 3600 over 450. 0 cancel 0. This here 1. This here 1. 5 here. Okay, 9 here 5. 9 here 40. 5 here 1. 5 here 8. That means it will be giving you 8 books to be produced. So that means we will be able to produce 8 number of books with our cost 1150. So that is how to solve this question. Remember, it ends in simultaneous equation, and the best method of solving simultaneous equation in this partial variation is elimination method. With that, you will get your n to be 8 books. You have many of our videos on this topic, variation, on our channel. Please do well to watch it. As you watch it, feel free to share with your friends and well-wishers. Okay, your classmates, share it to them, and please urge them to also click subscribe, turn on the notification button, help our YouTube channel to grow better. Thank you very much.